Some motorcycles chase trends. Others quietly become legends. For more than 3 decades, the Honda CB1300 Super Four has stood as one of Japan's purest expressions of motorcycling. A machine that never relied on aggressive aerodynamics or cutting-edge electronics to earn respect. Instead, it offered something increasingly rare: simplicity, refinement, and a powerful inline-4 engine wrapped in timeless styling. Although Honda has already celebrated the model's final edition in Japan, enthusiasts around the world continue to imagine what a truly modern farewell could look like. Could a 2027 CB1300 Super Four Final Edition become Honda's ultimate tribute to one of its greatest motorcycles? Let's explore the possibility. The CB1300 wasn't created to dominate racetracks. It was built to honor Honda's legendary CB heritage. Inspired by icons like the CB754 and the CB1000 Super Four, the CB1300 represented everything riders loved about traditional Japanese naked bikes: its upright riding position, its broad fuel tank, its exposed inline-4 engine, and perhaps most importantly, its unmistakable character. While many manufacturers shifted toward lightweight sport machines and aggressive street fighters, Honda continued refining the CB1300 with remarkable consistency. For many riders, it became the last true gentleman's muscle bike. The secret of the CB1300 wasn't extreme horsepower, it was balance. Its naturally aspirated inline-4 delivered smooth, predictable power across the rev range. Comfortable ergonomics made it ideal for daily riding, weekend touring, and spirited mountain roads alike. Unlike many modern motorcycles that overwhelm riders with electronic intervention, the CB1300 inspired confidence through mechanical refinement. It wasn't trying to be the fastest. It simply aimed to be one of the most enjoyable motorcycles ever built. That philosophy earned it a loyal following across Japan, Europe, and beyond.
If Honda were to create one last CB1300 Super Four for 2027, what might it include? Rather than completely reinventing the motorcycle, Honda would likely preserve its classic identity while introducing carefully selected modern refinements. A future final edition could feature a refined inline-4 engine tuned for cleaner emissions while maintaining its signature smoothness, lightweight aluminum wheels and upgraded suspension for sharper handling, Brembo braking components paired with cornering ABS, ride-by-wire throttle with selectable riding modes, cruise control for long-distance comfort, a full-color TFT display with smartphone connectivity, full LED lighting designed to complement its retro styling. And perhaps most importantly, Honda would almost certainly preserve the muscular proportions and timeless silhouette that have defined the CB1300 for decades. Because changing its character would defeat the very purpose of a final edition. Of course, it's important to separate imagination from reality. As of today, Honda has not announced a new 2027 CB1300 Super Four. In fact, tightening emissions regulations and changing market demand have made large displacement naturally aspirated motorcycles increasingly difficult to justify. Many manufacturers are now investing heavily in electrification, hybrid technology, and smaller, more efficient platforms. That means any discussion of a 2027 final edition remains purely speculative. However, the enduring popularity of heritage motorcycles proves that timeless design still has a place in today's market. And that's exactly why the CB1300 continues to inspire conversations long after its official farewell.
The CB1300 has never been about chasing numbers. It represents an era when motorcycles were defined by craftsmanship, reliability, and emotional connection. For countless riders, owning a CB1300 wasn't simply about transportation.
It was about becoming part of Honda's rich engineering legacy. If a 2027 final edition were ever created, it wouldn't just celebrate the end of a model. It would celebrate decades of Japanese motorcycle history, and perhaps remind the world that sometimes the greatest masterpieces don't need to be reinvented. They simply deserve one unforgettable farewell. Whether Honda ever decides to revisit the CB1300 or not, its legacy is already secure. Its timeless design, legendary inline-4 engine, and unmatched everyday usability have earned it a permanent place among the greatest Japanese motorcycles ever built. The 2027 Honda CB1300 Super Four Final Edition explored in this video is an imaginative concept inspired by that legacy, not an official Honda announcement. If Honda gave you one last chance to order a brand new CB1300, would you choose the classic Super Four or the Super Bulldor? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy documentary-style explorations of legendary motorcycles and future concepts, subscribe to NDSTV for more stories celebrating the machines that shaped motorcycling history.